Men of Reddit, what do women tend to get wrong about penises? The length. And how much it can differ depending on conditions. If I just jumped out of the shower into a cold bathroom, it's gonna be useless until I warm up again. If I just woke up, you can bet that thing's gonna be awake. You wake up in the morning and your dick is like, alright buddy. You're up. I'm up. Not making the right car noises when moving it around like a stick shift. A circumcised penis and an uncircumcised penis should be handled differently. I don't have a penis, but I'm a semi-professional in handling them, and this is an underrated comment. Don't squeeze the balls too hard. Pop. A woman thought I was going to be hard just because she was in the same room as I was. She just got there minutes earlier and we were doing nothing at all. Morning boners don't mean wet dreams. You can wake up from a nightmare with a raging boner. Edit. Well, me sideways. Don't stop or keep going full whack during the orgasm. Stopping can spoil it. Going full on can be too much. Men need to learn this too. Maybe we should rent a billboard. The double stream is real. And we don't really know when it's going to happen. That just because a penis gets hard doesn't mean that the man is actually horny. Sometimes we get hard just because it's 3. Yanking a dick out of its socket isn't a hand job. Semicolon. Edit. Why does this have a wholesome award? Almost every woman I've ever known initiates a hand job by firmly gripping the penis at the base and yanking away from the body, as if to deglove the penis and or start a lawnmower. They think they will get hard when only turned on. Mine gets hard when I'm turned on, but not always. I can be turned on and not have an erection. But I can also have an erection and not be turned on. From the ages of 13-20. My female friend just the other day thought that when we need to poop and not pee, we just rest it on the toilet seat out of the bowl. I trap mine between the seat and the bowl so it doesn't get away. How the do you poop without peeing? And why? Apparently my wife does it. She will take her and then 5 minutes later go back to pee. I don't get it. A micro penis and a grower are not the same thing. That the penis and scrotum are ever changing. There is not a normal, as it fluctuates minute by minute. I used to have a girlfriend that was pretty content to be nude 99% of the time while home. She was amazed at how testicles would ascend and descend constantly. How my penis would grow and shrink just sitting there. All of this independent of arousal. If we lost our erection, it isn't our fault. Shrinkage. I was in the pool when I first started with my wife. She thought the amount of jizz produced was proportional to the size of the orgasm. Like she'd get disappointed if it was smaller load, because she thought I didn't come as hard. I can totally understand why one might think that. But no. There wasn't a lot because I knocked one out that morning. Edit. Conversations and the replies made me remember another woman. If I tried to last longer than about 5 minutes, she'd assume I wasn't as into it and couldn't come. Can't win sometimes. Women at work thought that castration meant cutting off the penis, not the testicles. I was 30 years old when I learnt this. I am 30 years old. They think when it gets hard we wanna get laid, but really the wind just blew a certain way and brain got excited. After an erection is not a precision activity. Especially if you get the dreaded double stream. An erect penis does not, should not, bend. Let me repeat that for the people in the back. An erect penis does not, should not, bend. I appreciate some enthusiastic riding. But for God's sake don't miss and slam down on the poor guy. You can literally cause a lifelong injury. Look up penile fracture. No. I don't think I will. I worked with a young lesbian who thought human penises had hair all the way to the tip. Yours doesn't? Some of us are growers. In my 10th grade biology class we had a girl legitimately think there was a bone inside of the penis. I think she asked about how it shrinked or something, but it ended up she thought that because it was called a boner when guys get hard. Several mammals do have bones in their penises though. It's incredibly hard to explain the level of control you have over its movements. Like on a general level. Whether it gets hard or not kinda happens. But you can kind of control the bursts at which it grows, but only somewhat. I had to explain to my at the time girlfriend why they were called balls. She had Catholic school sex education for whatever that's worth. But she had no clue there were twins in the bag. Are you sure it's not ball? Because I just have one huge tennis ball sized testicle. Where the sensitive parts are. And then there was the girl I dated a few years back who could make me come just by applying pressure to that part right under the head where the foreskin attaches. That even if we have morning wood, that doesn't mean we want to have sex right then. We got a IP. I had an ex who, at 19-20ish, thought penises were prehensile. At the time, I had never thought about that. So I think I was more disappointed than she was when I had to explain that no. For the lazy. Prehensile, adjective, capable of grasping, chiefly of an animal's limb or tail. Erectile dysfunction has nothing to do with our attraction. Or lack thereof. To you. Taking your man's ED and personalizing it only makes it worse for him and the relationship. Some of us have anxiety issues or arterial hypersensitivity to adrenaline that inhibit performance. Some of us have PTSD from sexual trauma we experienced or witnessed. Or we take medications that are necessary for our well-being but hamper our boners. And oftentimes, ED or not, there are plenty of us who really prefer to not have our dicks very involved. If at all. Petting. Kissing. Talking. Appreciating our partner's qualities and being present and vulnerable together are the real thing many of us are looking for. Pro tip. Ladies. If you want to learn how to give a good hand job, buy some lube. And have your man jerk off using your hand. You'll learn the motion better. We are not all dick pic hounds thirsting to send. In fact, some of us are self-conscious about it. And have a hard time doing it when it's wanted. Women of Reddit. The majority of the things in this post that have to do with giving BJs, HJs, or foreplay are strictly personal preference. They are things that women got wrong with the penis of the particular person making the post. Other guys might feel exactly the opposite. Talk to your man. A few things are nearly universal. Like don't try to rip the guy's dick off. It's not the tightness of the lips that matter during a blowjob, it's the suction within the mouth itself. Lips, cheeks, and tongue. I have no experience with the subject. The point in the foreplay where I want you to touch it is probably earlier than you want your stuff touched down there. I can't feel when you're just barely sucking the tip. The feeling of your mouth on it is quite enjoyable. In fact, I would love for you to stay there for quite some time even though I don't come. Seriously. I think it's epic. Making me come is also cool. But I'm just enjoying this. Please don't feel bad or change anything. I'm good exactly as is. Also, thank you. Do you like Indian rug burns? Neither does my penis. Slow down. Sometimes we just get erections for no reason. I don't know why math class gave me an erection. I don't know why watching Forensic Files gave me an erection. Not sure why eating pizza on the couch did it either. I'm also totally stumped why it happened while playing Jenga. Sometimes it just happens. In my experience, most women seem to think we spend most of our free time just playing away with our dicks. That's totally wrong. We spend all our free time doing that. I had to put my dick down just to reply to this. The hand is just as important as the mouth while performing oral. Not everyone has that kind of dick real estate. 4 hours late. But I was once the first penis a girl had ever touched. We were dancing at a party. And beyond just the dance moves, turning from casual grinding to I am you on the dance floor. She reached down into my pants and started jerking me off. Not only was she trying to pull it off, she grabbed a handful of pubes. And between pulling the hair and pulling my knob, it was the most horrendous asshole experience I've ever had. Sorry, Melissa. I know this is super late in the conversation, but as a middle-aged woman, I sure wish the internet had existed when I was a young woman. I've been married for over 30 years and I'm just learning things about male anatomy now. I feel so bad that I didn't understand before now. But I am so glad the younger gals, and guys, no judgment here, get to learn all about it and not be naive like me. Men have laser precision when peeing. Reality is it's like wielding a garden hose with your thumb over the tip. I get it. Mistakes happen. And I'm fine with that as long as you clean it up afterwards. Seriously. Please do. If I had a penny for every time a girl asked me if penises have bone in it, I would have 2 pennies. Which is not a lot, but it's weird that it happened twice. Read if I had a peenie. It can twist 360 degrees. Soft. You do it hard and you're sitting in a merge with a giant man baby. So many women out there think that men just want to have their penises in someone's mouth. And they're absolutely correct. That they're either always hard, long, or that boners can be controlled by will. They have a mind of their own. Their teeth ain't kill. They don't know how to deal with a foreskin. They do if they live where circumcision isn't the norm. When a spring is compressed, it takes less force to bend it around. In this case, it can bend in angles that are thought to be impossible. For example, the 2 ends of the same spring can probably touch each other without much effort or resistance put into it when compressed. The more compressed a spring is, the more flexible it is. Now replace spring with penis and compressed with flaccid. That not all of us have P-Run-Star 15-inch long dildos. The girl who told me she wanted a penis but then changed her mind after she was convinced she had seen mine and said it was big enough but she didn't care about size anymore made me feel good about myself. A good thing for guys that are self-conscious of this is to know that most women don't even have very big actual dildos. Like I use one that's like 13-14 cm long and like 2 centimeters wide. Most women would react in horror to the monster-sized dicks in PRN. There are different stages of erections. At least for me. Regular boner. That if you hold it tight then pull it up toward the head, I fear head will explode is danger. Have you heard of penis exercise accident my woman? Care my woman not explode my head. Explain edit. When person hold tight the penis neck, the penis head get more blood. Understand? If penis head already at maximum blood capacity and person hold tight the penis neck and pull up, even more blood go in penis head. But penis head already at maximum capacity is danger. Bro, what? They're not chew toys. Then don't stick it where the teeth lives. I am joking. PRN has ruined the notion of average dick size. Not everyone is walking with a 12-inch mandingo. I've averaged 6-inch something dick, fellow Redditors. I asked Reddit and literally all of Reddit responded. I feel like this is just me getting into my own head. But you can't start my limp noodle. I just feel embarrassed it's not already hard. Yeah, I like to kiss and cuddle you or what of it? When you're giving me a hand job, please be gentle. I don't want you ripping my foreskin off. There's a certain way you gotta do it. I am a straight guy. When I was younger I thought girls love it when you could last 30 to 45 minutes without an orgasm. Now I know girls get tired and sore after 20 minutes of straight eyeing. How even the tiniest bit of anxiousness or nervousness, usually over wanting to perform well or last long, is an almost immediate boner killer. Which is then tough to recover from. The first time with a new girl, Incredibly difficult to not get carried away in the excitement and blow the load way too soon. For some reason, there is a misconception that they don't taste good. In fact, they taste great, or so I'm told. As a straight guy who was stretchy enough to suck his own during youth. It tastes exactly like sucking a finger provided both are clean. I think a lot of it comes down to hormones and hygiene. And then of course your diet for the cum and precum. As a dude I really can't answer, but I'm assuming it really just depends on how much you wash it. TBH. They don't really taste like anything if the person has good hygiene. But there is a natural scent in that area that can be pretty damn good depending on the person. I assume it's like the armpit thing. You know how we're supposedly more attracted to a person's sweat if they're a great biological match. It is in fact a perfectly good helicopter. I'm a woman. And educated through book smarts and experience. They're not all straight. Some are curved. The balls are an individual experience. Some dudes don't like head. Some are permanently damaged by circumcision. Some uncut dudes are clueless on hygiene. My fiance can't feel my tongue ring. But others before him have. Underwear is important in some. Not others. And teeth aren't generally a good thing during blowjobs. Talk to your man. Ask what he likes. What he doesn't. What he wants to try and what he isn't game for. Relationship rule. Number 1, communication. That not everyone who wears grey sweatpants is a shower. Most of us are growers. I was having a party on a beach resort when I got an erection. My GF lured me into a stall and stroked it and I was like WTF. She thought that if it's hard I'm up for the hornies. I can't believe she tried that with family on the public vicinity. To add we're both 15. And I didn't let her proceed. I don't want someone we knew see us leaving the stall together. She lured me there and I thought she's having her period and she needed help. I'm just as clueless. I once had a GF who didn't know the tip is squishy. Uncut is actually how human DNA describes a normal. Some guys need that extra 2 inches of gap between the legs so their balls and penis don't stick or get crushed by their thighs. Thinking they can go gung-ho with no lube and then look at your face like am I doing something wrong? Yes. Yes you are. You can on uncircumcised dick though. I never understood why lube and socks and whatever were so prevalent in American media and one day it dawned on me. You have cut off all the give. That's why. For American women. Anything about the foreskin. They still do not understand it shrinks and grows with temperature changes. Even after all this time. Many do not know. I know the joke from Seinfeld. But it's really true. Penises are like puppies. They're fun to whack and smack around but the fun ends when they go limp. Jokes aside. One thing I absolutely hate done to my penis is scarping teeth on the head. It hurts and ruins the mood of good fellatio. This is on a case by case basis. I'm not up for it but someone might be. Also as a side note to what I've seen on here. Just because I'm hard does not mean I'm horny. While any stimulation is always appreciated. Just because the flag is flying it doesn't mean the pirates are raring to go. That they don't freaking bend. I'm gay AF. And yet I'm here. Wondering what straight women think about penis. Lesbian here. Just browsing and curious. Sometimes it falls off. But don't worry. It's like a lizard's tail. There was a chick on my bus in 8th grade who literally thought there was a bone in there. That's why it's called a boner, right? Don't put things in the penis hole. If we are struggling to reach potential, it is not you. It's us. Or just it. That mine won't please them. They know. Aiming your pee is tough. It's not like shooting a rifle. They are. No. Helicopters. You clearly haven't upgraded your penis enough. Are you telling me it doesn't rotate 123? Wanna impress a chick? Do the helicopter dick.